is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Niners and the Chiefs coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they were one of the heavy favorites to win the NFC, and they were able to get it done. And now they look for that elusive 6th Super Bowl title.
Remember, after going 5-0 in their first 5 appearances here, they've lost 2 straight. Super Bowl 47 to the Ravens in New Orleans and Super Bowl 54 to Kansas City in Miami. They'd love to start another streak like they had in the 80s when they won 4 Super Bowl titles.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. We harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on there, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season, but Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Like, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, you talk about safety first. That's for such a rare play. Kind of unbelievable how many Super Bowls recently have begun with a safety. Charles, you had Tom Brady getting called for grounding against the Giants in Super Bowl 46.
Peyton Manning with the snap over his head in Super Bowl 48.
Yep, and now here's this one. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Hardman on the return. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense seeking his 3rd Super Bowl title. He is no stranger to the big game.
He's not a stranger to it at all. In fact, I think he's very comfortable with the stage that is the Super Bowl. We know it hasn't all been roses for him because he's had his share of disappointments. But just when we write him off, his guys always seem to deliver. And here he is now with a chance to make history and be one of just a handful of coaches with 3 Super Bowl rings. That's impressive.
3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And again, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelce on the ground. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 6-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and get some things up.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Purdy now on 2nd down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are on the board here in this Super Bowl. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. On play action, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that is caught! Touchdown, Kansas City! Rashee Rice from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and throw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And Deebo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's Samuel, caught left side. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. George Karlaftis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime in the big. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's got a first and maybe more. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 76 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Caught, Kelce, left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Purdy now to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Leo Chanel, his 2nd sack of the night. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw, Purdy. To the sideline and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break,
and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. On 1st down, it's Purdy. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Purdy from the gun. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Purdy. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Leo Chanel. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.